Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Outpost Ice Arenas in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's time for Shreveport Mudbugs hockey, as tonight the Mudbugs will begin this two-game series against a very talented Ice Wolves squad. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show, and this evening the Mudbugs are in a bit of a funk, and they want to snap out of that nightmarish contest that ended so disastrously in Oklahoma, where they blew a 3-0 lead with 7:32 to go in the game. They're going to look to avenge that. They're going to look to play better hockey, and they're going to look to play a full 60. It's been a hard, grinding week of practice. They had a really extended morning skate this morning, longer than they usually go, but they started earlier this morning as well. Everybody felt good, and the Mudbugs are really here early to get acclimated to the altitude that is always going to play an issue or play a part or a factor here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Mudbugs at a record of 6-7-3. They've lost their last three, and they know that it's early, but they have played more games than everybody else in the South, and that's big. So everybody has games in hand on the Bugs. So that's important as they sit in fifth place right now. Of course, a win would get them in that fourth and final playoff spot. They're tied for the fourth spot. The only reason why Amarillo has that fourth spot right now is because they have less games played and they have more wins overall on this season. For New Mexico, they've been playing well. They're 9-2-1. They have 19 points. They've won their last three since beating the Mudbugs and splitting that two-game series back at George's Pond. We'll talk to head coach Jason Soupy Campbell after these messages as we roll right along to count down to our Landers opening puck drop from the Outpost Ice Arenas. This is the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show, and we'll have more after these messages. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
You know, we only get one chance at this thing called life, so why don't we make it count? Hi, I'm Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and we're here to assist you as a financial advisor and a CPA in making those important life decisions. Starting young, saving, and investing will reward you down the road, but it takes diligence to stay the course because life happens. Buying that first home, adding to your family, and then preparing for college, all of these require a plan. We offer services including investments, life insurance, retirement planning, and long-term disability, just to name a few. We can also assist you in your tax preparation or planning along with small business services. We are an independent brokerage company with access to hundreds of products. Call me at 318-4188 or log into gfapartners.com to set up a free consultation. Our offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103 in Shreveport. Come see us and go Bugs.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Welcome back in the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. Game one of this two-game series. The Mudbugs continue their longest road trip of the season here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Game one against the New Mexico Ice Wolves. Are joined by Mudbugs head coach Jason Soupy Campbell. And coach, last time out for your team, I guess it had to be one that was probably one of the toughest pills you've had to swallow. A 3-0 lead with 7.5 to go. And you talked about the compete level during the week. What I guess you can say, in from looking back at it, what went wrong?
Well, I think, again, it was just, we were giving up too many opportunities the entire weekend, kind of getting beat back into our zone as we were trying to report to D-zone. Special teams didn't quite get the job done again for us, and ultimately it just kind of paid off for them, with the last 7 or 8 minutes to go, and that had a goal on us. They got a power play goal on us, and then a 5-on-5, and finish it off in overtime. And we were giving up opportunities; they just weren't scoring on them. And then all of a sudden, it was we were just bombarded, and everything was going in for them at that time.
It's been pointed out that the team has given up 5 shorthanded goals, most in the league. Is that something that has been addressed? And I mean, I guess you can say, is that something that is so alarming that something does need to be done?
Well, yeah, it's definitely addressed. That can't happen without your coaches addressing the team. And the guys need to take responsibility for it too. We've taken responsibility for it, trying to work with them, and they've got to do the same. And they do. It's not like they go out there thinking, okay, let's let them score a goal, so then maybe that'll fire us up. It's not. So they just need to keep plugging away. They need to keep working. They need to keep trusting each other, and they need to just keep at working. Or start at working and continue to outwork the opposing PK. That's the only way they're going to get the job done.
Was there a thought process amongst the coaching staff when, I guess maybe when the first goal was scored or the second goal was scored, to maybe call a timeout, try to stall this, maybe just to calm the guys down? Is there a sense of maybe a deflation amongst the guys when they give up 1 goal or 2 goals, feeling like, boy, the building is coming on top of them, everybody's rocking in Oklahoma, and everything is against you?
No, I don't think I needed to call a timeout at all. I think the players need to be mentally tough enough to rebound from that stuff. And too, when we're on the road, like, they throw stuff on the ice just like we do. So there's a pretty good delay between goals with all that stuff going on. So guys have plenty of time to regroup and reevaluate and get ready to go for the next shift. So I just feel like we didn't need to take a timeout at all. The guys just have to be able to rebound. We only get 1 a game, so.
Obviously on some of the bright sides, Nicky Miller scored a pair of goals. I'm sure that was nice to see. After the season opener, he had gone kind of in a dry spell of scoring. I know you want to get some more scoring out of him. He's one of your leaders.
Yeah, but that's what he can do. And he went on a bit of a dry spell there with points, but it didn't mean that he wasn't contributing in other ways, and that's important. So again, he was just sticking with it, and just so happened that he buried a couple that last weekend there. But we're going to need him to continue to do it, right? We preach consistency all the time, so you can't. If you're going to score some goals for us, you need to kind of score them, not once every 6 or 8 games. We need you to score them every 2-3 games. It doesn't have to be 2 goals a game or anything like that, but we're going to rely on those guys. They get power play opportunities. They get 5-on-5 opportunities. So those guys that are especially on the power play, we need those guys chipping in with scoring some goals a little more regularly.
Looking at the power play, of course, it has struggled, and I know you guys have had your opportunities. I think that's probably been the most frustrating part. What have you seen now from the man advantage? Do you feel like there's maybe a sense of a timidness, maybe some guys who don't know what to do with the puck, or an indecisiveness?
A little more indecisive, and I think our lack of attention to outwork and report back to our end whenever they throw a puck down the ice, or if they're starting to skate the puck down. It's almost like we're thinking, we're going to get it back. We have more players than them, but that's not how it works. You have to work your butt. You got to get back. You got to earn that puck back, and then you have to just play connected hockey from there. So, just like the fans yell all the time, shoot, shoot, shoot. We're telling our guys to shoot more too, and we've got some good shooters. And again, it's not like they don't want to shoot the puck, but sometimes they get looking for the perfect play instead of just taking the play that's right there in front of them. And sometimes that's a shot, and sometimes it's just a simple pass down low or up to the point, and that's as simple as it can be. That can develop into good opportunities for you. So we just got to really be basic with it.
I was informed it was going to be a sellout tonight at Outpost Ice Arena, so obviously the house is going to be rocking. And you guys split the 2-game series against New Mexico back at George's Pond. What does this team present? I've seen the tiny neutral zones. I know that's always a little bit different when we come here.
Well, they play with good pace. Their power play is good. So again, another good test for us. And And again, they don't quit when they're shorthanded either. So I think we're just going to be tested in all areas of the game. It is a tough building to play in. Guys have to deal with the altitude and all that, but we've been here for a few days. So, excuses are at the window, really. And we just have to be prepared to play in-your-face hockey and not allow them to come at us with speed. We got to take away their time and space and take our game to them.
Coach, thanks for the time and good luck tonight.
Thank you, Chet Yoder.
We'll have more after these messages here in the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. You listen to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFatta & Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFatta & Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defattapi.com for more information.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back to the Outpost Ice Arenas in Albuquerque, New Mexico, as we continue on in the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. Now time for the Whataburger starting lineups. Whataburger, just like you like it. The head coach, he's been here since they started, and the GM, Phil Fox. Assistant GM and assistant coach Vinny Bone, and the other assistant is Ben Danford. At left wing will be the captain, number 13, Will Howard. At center will be number 7, J.D. Metz, and on the right wing will be number 5, Asaku Endo. Defensively for the Wolves, it'll be number 12, Jeff Hutchinson, and number 21, Jack Dalton. And making the start in nets, he's been very impressive, will be number 32, Carson Stokes. And the numbers are as follows for this young man, and they are excited about what he can provide between the pipes. Stokes comes at a record of 4-1 with a 2.31 goals against and a .921 save percentage. Your Whataburger starting lineup for the Shreveport Mudbugs. Head coach by Jason Soupy Campbell in his 5th year as the bench boss. Associate head coach Michael Hill. Assistant and goalie coach Rich Perrant. Honorary assistant Chris Lane. At left wing will be number 9, Logan Gotinsky. At center will be number 36, Logan Volkema. And on the right wing will be captain Garrett Steele. Defensively for the Bugs, it'll be number 6, Maxim Sushinsky, and number 5, Alex Park. And making the start in nets from Saint Laurent, Montreal, will be the 6'2", 185-pounder, Simon Bushler. And the numbers on Bushler, he right now is 4-1-1 with a 2.22 goals against and a .918 save percentage. And he really took a lot of that blame from what happened last Saturday. And I think unjustly took that blame because it really wasn't on him, all of it. It was a team loss, but he obviously was, inconsolable at times after Saturday's game and really for the next couple of days after that. But boy, he got better this week, felt better about himself, and he knows the only way he can move on is to have a big game, and he is so poised to get the nod tonight between the pipes. And we are so proud of what number 44 can do overall for the Shreveport Mudbugs. Those are your Whataburger starting lineups. Whataburger, just like you like it. Mudbugs Hockey Night brought to you by Porter's Industrial, delivering the difference. In the Arklatex for over 20 years, Porter's Industrial strives with the utmost integrity to meet our customers' needs with quality uniform and facility services for your business. Mudbugs Hockey Night brought to you by Fireplace Specialties, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs Hockey. Fireplaces, gas logs, glass doors, wood stoves, inserts, mantles, and grills. They got it all. They're located at 8500 Box Road in Shreveport or by logging on to fireplacespecialties.net. We're so glad to have you with us here on a very chilly and snowy Friday night from Albuquerque, New Mexico. A lot of leftover snow debris. They had snowfall last week, and it kind of accumulated, and it's been kind of resting in the mountain area. as well. So very chilly here, about low 30s, and then it went below 30 this morning. So very, very chilly temperatures, and I heard it's about to get cold in Shreveport as well. So it is sweater weather, as they love to say up north. And now we ask you, please rise wherever you may be for tonight's national anthem. Stan Hubbard, the owner and president of the New Mexico Ice Wolves at center ice. The Ice Wolves in their ocean blue type jerseys in honoring Veterans Day, which is next Friday. And, of course, the Ice Wolves will be on the road, so they are wearing their Veterans Day themed jerseys, and they're quite cool. They got the Ice Wolf logo with the flag kind of mixed in there, and kind of the ocean blue. I think that's ocean blue, a little camo going on. They'll skate from left to right. The Mudbugs in their white jerseys with the Mudbug logo in front and the teal numberings and letterings along the backside. They'll skate from right to left. The Mudbugs and the Ice Wolves will be back at it tomorrow evening. It'll be another 7:30 Central time start, 7:15 with the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. Mudbugs will be back at home December 2nd and 3rd to take on these very same Ice Wolves. It'll be our Coca-Cola Christmas / teddy bear toss / daddy-daughter date weekend. You want to be sure to get your tickets by giving us a call at 318-636-7094, or you can log on to mudbugshockey.com. The State Fair currently going on in Shreveport. I've heard it's been quite the festive atmosphere. And the Mudbugs are going to stay on the road for another week, and then they will allow players to go home in the off weekend, which is 2 weekends from now, the weekend before Thanksgiving, and then the Mudbugs will be back on a bus ride to El Paso for the week to celebrate Thanksgiving in El Paso to take on the Rhinos. Now they'll do a ceremonial puck drop. William Howard and Garrett Steele, both captains at center ice. Now we ask you please rise for tonight's national anthem. Another rousing rendition of tonight's national anthem in front of a packed house here from Outpost Ice Arenas. Another great atmosphere. This is the fourth year that the Ice Wolves have been in existence. They've been here since the infamous COVID season. It's always been a rockin' building except for when they couldn't have any fans due to COVID. Mudbugs trying to get juiced up and bounce back after the biggest Halloween trick that they've had to deal with in a long time, blowing a 3-0 lead against Oklahoma in the last 7:32 of the contest, which ended in overtime in a 4-3 defeat. It'll be Logan Volkema and J.D. Metz at center ice. Coach Soupy shuffling up the lines a little bit. He's going to center Volkema with Gotinski and Steele. And he's got Nickel with Mack and Lavassier. So that's a little bit of a shake-up there as Nickel moves in with Mack and Lavassier. We'll see how that all works out. Face-off one there by Volkema. On over to the far side boards, and the puck is belted in. Chopped at there by Gotinski. Flagged down there by Hutchinson, and he'll leak it back out to center. Taken there by Volkema, gets hit along the back there by Howard, always physical. Oh, hard hit there as Gotinski runs over Met. As the puck now mailed into the New Mexico zone there by Bugs Hockey, slowed down there by Stokes. Along now to the right side. He'll play up the middle now, and a good pace to this one as they go to the right side there to Johnson. Backhand shot toward the net, gets blocked off there by Morris. Now off the far side boards along to the right side. That's Goldie. Here comes Goldie. Snaps his shot. It gets deflected, but the Mudbugs come in off sides. Goldie lined up with Nicky Miller and Drake Morse. And then that fourth line has stayed intact for a while. It's Kaysen Musket, Brent Litchard, and Ryan Burke, the MLB line, as Roy Lang is coined. Face-off one there by Goldie, played there back to Miller. Miller's pass broken up. That was a good job there by Ryan Johnson. He's lined up with Nikolai Dulak and Sully Sholey along to the far side off the skate of Morris as the puck now will trickle into the New Mexico zone on to my left. Goldie with a good pursuit there along the end boards, but it's taken there along the left side by the Wolves. And now that's Johnson, and he'll jolt it into the Bug zone, slowed down there by Bushler. Bushler goes around the near side horn, on over to Lavassier, and he'll ladle it back out to center. It's taken there by Camden Benson. Along to the far side there to Kuntz, and Kuntz couldn't sweep it in. Now along to the near side there to Samadril, and he'll now just loft a puck wide of Bushler. Taken there by Zarski. Uh-oh, he gave it away. Good hard check there by Haru along the near boards. Now, hard check along the back there. Nickel goes down. He gets back up. Now Zarski zips a pass up ahead off the stick. Here's Mack, throws it toward the net. Right pad save made there by Stokes on the first grade A chance of the night, which belonged to Mack. Now in front, played back to the point. Wired toward the net there by Fleet. Glove down there by Stokes. Couple of good chances, a couple of good looks, and a couple of good stops from Stokes in the early stages of this opening period, which is brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. For more information on planning your life's needs from college to retirement, you can call Miss Janice Watt at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com. Litchard to take the draw from the right wing circle. He comes up empty there as Hastings wins the draw. Now off the far side, good body there by Fleet, and Fleet now will flip it in, slowed down there by Stokes. Along to the near side, early stages here in Albuquerque. No score as Musket grinds it now to the right of Stokes. And now along the near side boards held in there by Sushinsky. Now behind the boards, Musket tries to grab it just under his stick off the far side boards, back out to center, taken there by Fleet. Fleet gets kind of rolled down. It looked like he was held up a little bit. Now chopped out there by Musket. Now through the neutral zone. Boy, these neutral zones are tiny. coming right back in now. Quick shot in and out of the glove of Bushler. That was a flip shot there by Hutchinson. Puck played back out to center, now taken there by Gotinski. Chopped back to the far side there to Fleet. Fleet now coming through the neutral zone, takes a hard hit now right back up the middle. And now taken there by Volkema. He'll poke it around now. Far side there to Gotinski. Taken in, but the Mudbugs come in offsides. Boy, Gotinski didn't like that call. He thought he came in clean. Mudbugs with a lot of team bonding activities throughout the week in Albuquerque. Some guys went out for a hike yesterday, including Aiden Dixon, who was not in the lineup this evening. Along to the near side, the hiking had nothing to do with it. Along to the near half wall. He sees a lot of good sights in Utah, where he's from. That's one of the underrated scenic views in the world. Held in there by Austin. Austin throws a shot toward the net from the near half wall. Is gloved down there by Stokes. You know, I asked Coach Soupy in the Landers pregame show if there was any thought of maybe calling a timeout, doing something to slow down that comeback from Oklahoma, and he said no, not at all. He felt like his team had enough time in between goals to gather themselves and collect their composure. Really challenged his team. Haru now lofts a puck toward the net from the left point, is gloved down there by Stokes. And some coaches would call that timeout, but Coach Soupy felt like he only had one in the game and felt like it was not needed. That's one of the things that Coach Soupy will do. He'll challenge his guys. Face-off one there by the Bucks. Haru throws one toward the net. It was going to go wide, but Stokes wanted to glove it down anyways for a break in the action. Like I said, Simo Bushler in net, but backing him up, making his debut in a Mudbug uniform, is Nikolai Goich from Homer Glen, Illinois. The 6'4", 175-pounder, 04 born, played in Austin last year. Haru's got it, throws one toward the net. Hit a body in front. Now far corner, Miller able to dish it in down low. Trying to grab it there was Goldie. Now around far half wall, that's Danziger toward the net. It's paddled away there by Stokes, and now he grabs it. He was trying to paddle it to the corner, but he ended up keeping it in between his pads for the stop. Mudbugs hockey tonight, brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings BOGO Tuesday, boneless wings BOGO Thursday, Monday through Friday, happy hour from 3 to 6. Buffalo Wild Wings, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs hockey. And now far side, in deep now to the Mudbug zone. Golfed in, Lavassier cannot ram it out. Now he grabs his own change, and he'll be able to fork it back out to center. Taken there by Dalton. Dalton now to the far side. It goes to Hutchinson as the puck now flagged down there by Zarski off the near side boards. Banked up ahead there to Lavassier. Played up ahead there to Mack. Mack works the way into the zone and knuckles a shot toward the net, which is gloved down there by Stokes. Jake Mack, one of those guys who's trying to change things up in his routine a little bit, as he's in a bit of a funk right now. And he's not shy from talking about it. He knows he needs to be better and keeps a good attitude. He's been very focused and prepared all week into getting better and helping his team win. Now played far side. New Mexico will golf it in to the near corner, taken there by Austin. To the near side it goes. Musket up ahead there to Burke. Burke along the left side. He's got it. He'll bang it in along to the near corner, in deep into the New Mexico zone. Now along to the far side, relayed back to the right point. Fleet now throws a shot toward the net. It goes wide. And now in behind the net, that's Litchard. Doing some grinding work down low. He'll go to the near corner there for Burke. He's got Musket there to help him out. along the near half wall. Now they'll work a little bit of a cycle. This is something the MLB line likes to do. And now the puck is intercepted and pitchforked all the way down. That's a good job there by Johnson. Far side now through the neutral zone, taken away there by Benson. A shot toward the net, and a blocker save made there by Bushler. Far side boards. Puck just caromed back in to the New Mexico zone. Now along the left side, big burst of speed. Comes the Ice Wolves, taken there by Gotinski. Now battling for it inside along the near corner was Javier. Now taken down there by Hutchinson, all the way back into his own zone. And just to characterize some of the struggles on Mack, he's got 0 points in his last 9 games. And he knows that he wants to be better, and he's taking strides to do just that. Miller can't get the puck out. Now back out to center. Far side, that's Danziger. He'll glide it on back to Park. Park now off the near side boards back out to center. Intercepted there by Erickson, and he'll wheelhouse it back into the Mudbug zone. No score early stages. Over 6.5 gone by here in the Generational Financial Advisors first period. A little hard hitting going on as Danziger cleans up a mess. And we got a whistle. I think the puck went out of play. So the faceoff will come out of the Mudbug zone. Goldie to take the draw. And the faceoff won there by the baby-faced center from Owen Sound, Ontario. Along in the near corner. Held in there by Sushinsky. No, blocked off there by Javier. Now Javier's got it along the near half boards. He's got Miller on his tail. Miller steals it. Now he comes into the far circle, throwing it. High slot shot there by Goldie, and he whistled it wide. It got the end glass. And now Morris kicking it around. There is Goldie trying to dig it out of that scrum. Grinding down low, Lavassier in there. Along to the near half wall, Sushinsky getting help there by Lavassier. Centering fee gets blocked off there by Braden Ring, and he'll ring it off the far side boards and all the way down. Slowed down there by Zarski. Sushinsky now behind the net of Bushler to the near side there to Lavassier. Now spun off the stick of Mack. Played back into the New Mexico zone. Played around the right side. Now a stretch pass and mishandled there by Hastings. Along to the near side it goes to Sushinsky. Now to Mack along the left side. He'll now be able to rail it in there for Lavassier. He'll touch it in and get help there by Nickel. Thrown in front. Someone got tackled down. That was Mack. Now back the other way. 3-on-2. Here comes New Mexico. Back the other way. Good stick there by Nickel. Now down low behind the cage. Thrown in front. Intercepted there by Mack. Mack at the end of his shift will get across the red line and just spill it back into the New Mexico zone. Good pace to this one. As the puck now looks like it's going to be iced down. And we're having some technical difficulties, and we'll get that fixed as soon as we can. Now left point shot there by Fleet gets blocked. Now along to the far side. Trying to grab it. And now taken away. 2-on-2. Here comes New Mexico along the right side. Quick shot there by Metz. Gets blocked in front there by Fleet. And now the puck is just bunkered back into the new Mudbug zone. Fleet's got it along to the far side. Banked back up top it goes. All the way back into the New Mexico zone. And now a shot toward the net. Rebound chance. Stokes makes the save as Volkema was in on pursuit. And we got a break in the action. No score, 10:39 to go here in the opening period. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
You know, we only get one chance at this thing called life, so why don't we make it count? Hi, I'm Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and we're here to assist you as a financial advisor and a CPA in making those important life decisions. Starting young, saving, and investing will reward you down the road, but it takes diligence to stay the course because life happens. Buying that first home, adding to your family, and then preparing for college, all of these require a plan. We offer services including investments, life insurance, retirement planning, and long-term disability, just to name a few. We can also assist you in your tax preparation or planning along with small business services. We are an independent brokerage company with access to hundreds of products. Call me at 318-219-4188 or log into gfapartners.com to set up a free consultation. Our offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103 in Shreveport. Come see us and go Bugs.
Welcome back into Albuquerque, New Mexico. Play back underway, 10:20 and counting remaining here in the first period. Shots 9-2 in favor of Bugs hockey. Still no score as New Mexico comes in with an icing call. Faceoff will come back in deep into the New Mexico zone. And now a shot whistles wide. That was a shot there from Miller off the initial faceoff win. Now play to the far corner. Chopped at. Loose puck there. Swindled in on net there by Sushinsky. Is easily gloved down there by Stokes. Face off to the left of Stokes. It'll be Nickel to take the draw. Face off won there by New Mexico. Puck now squibbed into the Mudbug zone. Uh-oh, blown tire there by Sushinsky. He's able to recover nicely to the near corner. Now a fight in front of the left point. Shot toward the net. Goes wide, covered up there by Bushler. And he will carry this face-off in deep into his own zone with 9:40 remaining here in the opening period. Mudbugs will be back at it against these Ice Wolves tomorrow night. It'll be a 7:30 Central Time puck drop. 7:15 with the Landers, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram pregame show for the conclusion of this two-game series. Face-off won there by the Bugs. Austin able to shaft it back out to center. Now taken away. Javier gets bumped with the puck. Far circle shot. Glove save made there by Bushler on Braden Ring, who corked one from the far circle. And that is just the third shot on net for Wolves hockey. The Bugs have put 10 shots on Stokes, but some of them have been from far away. Face off to the right of Bushler. Face off won there by New Mexico. Far corner, battling for it now. Spun in there by Johnson. Around to the near corner. Turnaround shot there by Dulac. Got blocked in front. Now far circle, wristed toward the net. That one missed Bushler. and it ricocheted all the way back out to center. That was a shot there by Sholey. Now back off the stick. Here comes Johnson. Boy, a missile toward the net went wide of Bushler, just above his glove from the far post. Now a battle as New Mexico starts to get their legs under them. As Burke now kisses it off the near side window all the way down. Taken back in now. Here's Sholey. He'll guide it in behind the Bugs net, but it's taken away there by Haru. Haru now around the right side. He'll rattle it in. And taken back out to center. Taken there now. Chance for Endo. And he shot it wide and high of Bushler as it got the end glass. Haru taken away. Thrown through the slot. Taken away there by Steele. Back the other way. Here comes Litchard as Hill just twisted into the Bugs, New Mexico zone rather. He's at the end of his shift. Steele now along to the forecheck. Far side. That's Benson who will steer it back out to center. Haru will just softly shuffleboard this baby into the New Mexico zone. Along to the near side. Puck now played back out to center off the stick of Howard and in deep into the New Mexico zone. Now far side, that's Volkema who will chip it back out to center. Puck slapped toward the net there by Hutchinson. Glove down there by Bushler. He wants to keep play going. He says, how do you do to Tony Leahy? Now up the middle. That's Morris to the far side there. Sushinsky thrown toward the net. It was deflected off the stick of Morris from the far post. Save made there by Stokes. And we got a break in the action with 7:31 to go here in the opening frame. A break in the action. No score from Albuquerque, New Mexico. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back in Outpost Ice Arenas in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Still no score, 7.5 remaining in the opening period. Mudbugs have it behind the net. Trying to get a chance toward the net, but it was taken away. Now far near side, here's Javier. He works it in. Paddle away there by Bushler. It was going wide. Taken there by Ring now. Along to the far corner. Battle going on. That's Park and Sushinsky. Trying to work it off the boards. Taken away. Shot toward the net. Easily paddled away there by Bushler on a shot from the left point there by Emerson. Now along to the near corner. Thrown through the goal mouth. Missed everybody. Now far half wall. That's Emerson. Kind of lined a pass there to Javier. Settled down. Now banked back up top. Shot toward the net. Went wide of Bushler on a shot there by Erickson. Turnaround shot from the far corner goes wide of Bushler on a shot there by Hastings. Now along to the left point. Shot toward the net. Save made and just kicked out of trouble there by Bushler from the left point there by Emerson. Now a battle along the end boards. Jarred out free there by Lavassier. Along to the near side off the stick of Nickel back out to center. Trying to battle for it there is Mack. Now loose puck taken there by Austin. Austin now over to Nickel. Nickel trying to just jar it off the walls, and now we got a scrum Yentz again, trying to dig it out of a ditch. Got four bodies and worked back out there by Benson. Played back out into the Mudbug zone. That's Musket who will grab it. Musket now gallops across the right side. He's got a little burst of speed. He works his way in, gets run into by Kuntz, but he's able just to kind of spin that baby in behind the Wolves net, taken there by Burke. Burke along the left point. Oh, and a near circle ripper there by Musket, and it tailored wide of the net. Knocked down there by Danziger. Now off the stick of Musket, taken in. That's an offside on Wolves hockey as Johnson was trying to touch up, but he came up too late. 5:34 to go and a good paced opening period. Shots 11-6 in favor of Mudbugs hockey. And I appear we're good to go on the hockey TV side. So do apologize about all the technical difficulties. And a big thanks to the New Mexico tech crew for fixing that. And a big thank you to some of our lovable billet moms, Miss Charlie Dew and Miss Kristen Kennedy, for alerting me of all the difficulties. Those are two lovely billet moms that we love and adore to death, as Kristen Kennedy's billet son, Simo Bushler, makes a routine stop along the short side. How about that, coincidentally? 5:16 to go here in the opening period. Bushler's probably got one of the meanest No Shave November facial do's I've seen in a long time. Played back, top of the point, toward the net. Oh, that one got tipped in front. Bushler navigated it, but it went wide. Now through the seam, here comes Volkema along to the far corner. Volkema has it. Volkema now spins it around. He's getting help there by Steele. Now on the boards, played back up top. Fleet's got it. Fleet from the point toward the net, blocked in front. Now winged in deep, now whirled around the world there to Fleet. Fleet now cannot hold it in. Uh-oh, it's taken away. A 2-on-2 if they hurry. And now spun around, now Javier played back, mishandled there by Erickson along the right point. Now worked in deep behind the net of Bushler, fanned on in front. That was Leahy looking for a point-blank chance as Goldie able to rattle a shot toward the net. Paddle away there by Stokes. Now Goldie along the neutral zone, battling for it. Help there by Austin as he checkers it in deep and takes a big hit there by Leahy. Austin, one of those sneaky tough guys. Doesn't look tough from the exterior, pretty tough on the interior. Now in deep into the Mudbug zone. Here comes the Wolves on the attack, but taken away. Along the right side, now through the middle, along the left side, here comes Goldie. He'll just kind of dance his way in and work it in deep there to Morris. Morris now works it through the slot, but it's taken away. Plenty of Wolves jerseys coming around. Good stick there by Danziger. Oh, no, he didn't get much on that pass, but now Goldie through the neutral zone will be able to splinter that pass through into the Wolves zone. Now to the near side there to Javier. Javier now will get it off the stick of Haru. Puck now rimmed. Oh, back out to center, and a powered shot on net by Benson. Easily stopped there by Bushler. Puck all the way down. Should be icing on Bugs hockey, and it will be. 11-7 shots now in favor of Bugs hockey. 3:13 remaining here in the opening period. I have not been able to stay with the team for the month-long trip, but a big thanks to the Mudbugs organization and Scott Musket for being able to fly me out to Albuquerque, New Mexico. I had some turbulence on the way. Very windy and very cold and chilly, but it was still a safe and harmless flight at the end of the day, and I have to thank Scott Musket for arranging that. Big thank you to him. Now along the end boards, that's Danziger along to the near side. He'll be able to pitch it out, back out to center. Now one broken up off the stick of Mack. In deep now. Now here come the Wolves, back in now. Shot toward the net, blocked in front, off the stick of Litcher. To the right point now, Erickson rims it in off the stick of Scholey. Now to the far corner, shot from a tough angle. It was covered up there by Bushler. And now taken away there by Litchard. Litchard coming around the left side, on over to Musket. They got a little space, shot toward the net. Easily turned aside there by Stokes. And now played back out to center. Stick around for our first intermission show. We'll have Nicky Miller join us. Now, shot toward the net. Good stick there by Austin, but a better goalie stick there by Bushler. And now appears we have some more technical difficulties. We'll get it fixed as soon as we can. Along the left side, Austin along the left side, and he'll now lob it in to the New Mexico zone. 90 seconds to go here in the period. Along the left side, worked in deep now. Zarski will be able to grab it behind the Mudbug zone. Now worked back into the New Mexico zone. $1:15 remaining in the Generational Financial Advisors first period. Off the stick now of Graham Harris. On the far side, getting help there by Leahy. And now battling for it, Haru. Try to get it out of trouble. A minute left in the period. Along to the near side there to Zarski. Zarski gets hit, now taken there by Volkema. Golkema, far side, able to kiss it off the near side window and in deep into the New Mexico zone. As now the puck goes all the way down for icing on Wolves hockey. 35 seconds remaining here in the period. Still scoreless from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Face-off chopped at one there by the Wolves. Off the far side boards all the way down. Dalton will go down the length for icing yet again on New Mexico. Boy, that is driving Phil Fox crazy behind that New Mexico bench. With 28.7 ticks left remaining now in the opening period. Don't want to give a team free chances. The Mudbugs have a chance now here in the offensive zone to try to do something with it in the last 28 ticks. Off the near side boards all the way down. Taken there by Fleet. Fleet's got it. Oh, boy. A pass got broken up in front there by Hastings. Now 10 seconds along the far corner. Taken away. Morris back out to center. Up ahead there to Goldie. Might have a chance here. One-on-one. Goldie coming around the far side. Backhand shot. And he shot it wide. 3 seconds to go. Battling for it now. Fleet's there, and that'll do it. Pushing and shoving to the horn. And a good pace to this one. Shots 11-8 in favor of Mudbugs hockey. We have played one here in New Mexico. 0-0 is the score. Stick around for the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. No score from Albuquerque, New Mexico. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
You know, we only get one chance at this thing called life, so why don't we make it count? Hi, I'm Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and we're here to assist you as a financial advisor and a CPA in making those important life decisions. Starting young, saving, and investing will reward you down the road, but it takes patience to stay the course. Life happens. Buying that first home, adding to your family, and then preparing for college. All of these require a plan. We offer services including investments, life insurance, retirement planning, and long-term disability, just to name a few. We can also assist you in your tax preparation or planning along with small business services. We are an independent brokerage company with access to hundreds of products. Call me at 318-219-4188 or log into gfapartners.com to set up a free consultation. Our offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103 in Shreveport. Come see us and go Bugs.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFatta and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFatta and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defattapi.com for more information. The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Welcome back into the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, joined by one of our good favorites, Nicholas Miller. Millsy, thanks for coming on. We appreciate you coming on.
Of course. Thanks for having me, Chet. Always a pleasure.
Talk about how this second year has been different for you than the first year here in Shreveport.
It's been pretty different. Coming into the league is my first year. Last year as a rookie. Just kind of, learning the ropes, looking up to my teammates, my roommate. It's different, especially without the boys that we had last year. And but again, my second year, I know what I need to do. I know what it takes. Also, leading these newer guys to show them the ropes as well. And it's kind of what I looked up to last year. So that's what I am going to continue to do this year.
Talk about wearing that letter, being one of the leaders on this team. Is that something that was that a goal that you had, when you arrived here in Shreveport? And talk about what that honor means to you.
Of course. I've always tried to be the, one of the leaders on the team, every team I've played on. I've always wanted to wear a letter ever since I was a kid. So this is truly an honor to me, and I take it with great pride.
You got into a bout last weekend in Oklahoma, and it didn't take too long into the game. And you don't rarely see those kinds of fights early into a game. Maybe at the NHL level you might see something like that. But you and Cole Telecki kind of tied it up in the first couple of minutes. Was that some kind of unfinished business from a previous meeting?
I wouldn't, maybe a little bit, but I wouldn't say directly. But the game, boys were playing well. We started off pretty good, but we needed to take it up a notch. We needed to go out there and play a little bit harder. So I figured I'd go out there and get a little fight in to get the boys going. So hopefully that was going to get the boys fired up. So that was the whole plan onto that one.
Sometimes in hockey, those fights are kind of arranged, or I guess you can say, hey, let's go, or you just don't want to go. Was that something maybe you and Telecki were kind of like, we're gonna go?
I believe we were on the power play, but there was a little scrap on the side of the half wall, and he kind of jumped in on one of our teammates. I can't remember who it was, but it was kind of a 2-on-1 situation. So I thought I'd go in there and help out, and he just kind of asked me to go, and it was it's a no-brainer. So,
how did you evaluate that fight in your opinion? Because I know you've been in quite a few tussles.
I think I won that one for sure. I got him pretty good multiple times. I don't think I really got hit that much, so I think I'll take the win on that one.
It was a tough weekend last weekend in Oklahoma, and obviously we can't sugarcoat it any other way. Saturday's was a meltdown, collapse, whatever you want to call it. But I mean, a 3-0 lead with 7.5 to go, and you guys were unable to hold it. What was the most concerning thing that you saw? I'm sure you guys rewatched that game.
It's just we've been having a problem recently playing a full 60 minutes every single night, and we know what we need to do. We have the personnel. It's just putting that work in for a full 60 minutes, and that's something that we didn't do last weekend. And we've been working hard at that during practice, and we know we need to do that this weekend. But it's just that was the biggest part, was just playing a full 60 minutes. We haven't quite done that yet, and especially when we do, we'll definitely most likely come out with that win for sure.
I look at leaders like you, Garrett Steele, Hayden Nickel, etc. How much accountability do you guys take as a leadership group? Because I know these losses are tough, and when you lose a game that maybe you felt like was in the bag or was going to be a win, how much of an accountability do you guys take just as a leadership group alone?
Oh, a ton. If we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing, and we're not playing how we're supposed to be playing, we need to, as leaders, we need to recognize that, and we need to fix it rather quickly rather than later. We talk about things. We watch video. We come together as a group, and we figure out what we need to do for this upcoming weekend and during practice during the week. So we take that very seriously. We take that accountability a lot.
One thing I noticed about you when you came back this season was you shed a few pounds, and you kind of smiled at me when I asked you about that earlier this year. Was that maybe one of your goals? Because I don't know how to describe your physique last year. I kind of used the word maybe like stout or burly, but I mean that was more of a compliment because you were just kind of this, big tough guy, big little tough guy. And was that something that you wanted to shed? Was that something that was going to improve your game? Talk about the thought process going into that, because I'm sure it wasn't easy in the off season.
I definitely wanted to get a little bit quicker this summer. I wasn't really so much focused on losing pounds. It was more getting leaner, getting faster, also while putting on a couple more pounds of muscle. But I did work on myself a lot this summer, and it's coming to work out great for me so far this year.
What was the biggest change in your diet, or you see in your diet to get in the shape that you wanted to do? What was some of the things that you did, and just talk about the biggest change?
The biggest thing I did is I kind of focused most of my meals on protein intake, more protein rather than anything else on your plate. Also drinking a lot more water during the day, before bed, close to a gallon a day, because it's good for you and it helps. I guess a couple water bottles sitting over here as well, but especially here in the altitude, you need to drink your water. But that was the biggest part, was less sugar, more water, more protein, and just overall just trying to feel better, and I feel like I accomplished that.
How would you characterize this team's chemistry, I guess, family? I thought last year's group was very close. Would you say this year's was similar?
Yes, I think so. We were very, very close last year, and I think we're also close this year. It's still early in the season. I think we're going to grow more as a team as the season goes on, which is a good thing. But I do think we have a great group here, and when we all buy in and we play hard Mudbugs hockey for 60 minutes, we're going to be tough to beat.
Have the bus tags stepped up a notch as far as the intensity level?
I don't know about that. I ate it a couple times last year. I'll bring up one story. I ran into a parked car outside of Olive Garden last year.
That's right.
And I took a spill a couple times, but bus tag can get pretty dangerous sometimes.
I heard there's a rumor that Logan Volkema ate it the other night.
Yeah, he had a rough night last night. We ran out of the restaurant as usual, and he thought it'd be pretty slick to jump over a railing, but there was I think it was plastic. There was a plastic pane of glass, just a pane of plastic outside to keep the insects or whatever it is, and he ran right into it. He had a nice little cut on his nose this morning.
You don't have to answer this, but is there any truth to the conspiracy, if there's a conspiracy against Case and Musket, because he's lost quite a few of them now?
I don't know if there's a conspiracy, but I don't know what it is with him, but he has lost quite a few. But I don't know about that. Maybe I'll talk to him about it, see what's going on, what he's been doing. But
you're in the Choate house now, in the billet, so that's obviously a different experience. How has that been? A little bit different than when you were at the Hills. You got a little one, you got a little bit more noise, a little bit more of a, I guess you can say politely, a zoo, so to speak.
It's definitely different, but we got little Mabry, our princess, at home, and then we have Briley and Parker, and then I had Easton at the Hills house. But I got really close to the Choates last year living at the Hills house. I love both of them as if they're my family. They take great care of me, great families, and I couldn't ask for anything better.
I know after you scored the 2 goals on opening night, there was a little bit of a dry spell as far as scoring goals, and I know that's something that you've been working on. What are some of the things that you've been doing differently in your game?
When I get into I guess you could call it as a drought there a little bit. You just try and stay confident. You try not to get down on yourself. Go out there, have fun. Just be simple. Just play the simple. You play simple, then things just start falling the right way, and you keep doing that, and then the more consistent you get, the more confidence you get, and just goes all uphill from there. So I try to stay positive all the time, and I just keep thinking about playing the hockey I know how to play.
That's Nicky Miller of the Shreveport Mudbugs. Thanks for the time. Hope we can do this again.
Thanks, Chad. It's a pleasure.
I'll have more after these messages here on the Berkshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
We only get one chance at this thing called life. so why don't we make it count? Hi, I'm Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and we're here to assist you as a financial advisor and a CPA in making those important life decisions. Starting young, saving, and investing will reward you down the road, but it takes diligence to stay the course because life happens. Buying that first home, adding to your family, and then preparing for college, all of these require a plan. We offer services including investments, life insurance, retirement planning, and long-term disability, just to name a few. We can also assist you in your tax preparation or planning along with small business services. We are an independent brokerage company with access to hundreds of products. Call me at 318-219-4188 or log into gfapartners.com to set up a free consultation. Our offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103 in Shreveport. Come see us and go Bugs.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into the Outpost Ice Arenas in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'd say that was a pretty good opening period for Mudbugs hockey. They outshot New Mexico 11-8. Scoreless after one, though. Second period coming up, and it's brought to you by DeFata and Associates, Investigative and Risk Analysis Services. Personal matters, child custody cases, internal theft problems within your business. Just call our main man, Jerry DeFata, at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case, or log on to defatapi.com. They are trying to get the wave going here in Outpost Ice Arenas, and I would say it is about 25% as effective as the guy who was leading it was hoping for. Volk going to take the draw at center ice. I don't even like the waves at baseball games. I feel it's a distraction from what's going on the field. That debate left for a different day and time and place. Puck now chiseled off the near side glass, in deep, quick shot, and a snapping save made there by Bushler. That one almost handcuffed him. That was Will Howard right in front from the near circle. I know some of our folks had some technical difficulties on the hockey TV side, and I know some others said I was loud and clear, so I hope everybody can hear me. If you don't want to hear me, you can mute me. That's usually suggested as well. In deep now behind Bushler's cage in front, and that one got kicked out of trouble. That was off the skate of steel, but I hope everything's good. I hope the technical difficulties are all gone for everybody. If it isn't, you know how to get a hold of him. Along to the near side, Sushinsky cannot get it out, and on a secondary attempt, he's able to fork it up ahead there to Gotinski. Gotinski will slide it in now to my right. Mudbug skating frame. On the corner there is Johnson. He gets slowed down there along the far side there by Austin. Now rung around the Rosie to the near corner it goes. Taken there by Emerson trying to pinch the zone. Puck now lifted all the way down, but it'll be an icing on Bugs hockey. Mudbugs hockey tonight brought to you by Buttercups Cupcakes. They were quite popular as they were available for our PSL holders in Club 34 the other weekend. I did not indulge. I watched others enjoy it. I could have broken the Chet Yoder diet plan as there was extras after the game, but I know the players enjoyed them. They deserve it a lot more than I do, and I'm just trying to maintain my figure, guys. Worked in deep now. Here comes Morris, shot from the slot. Save made there by Stokes as Morris had a good look. He'll hold on to it for a break in the action. Face off to the right of Stokes. It's going to be Nickel to take the draw. As he battles, wins it. Shot toward the net. That was Mack. It got his stick tied up there from Erickson. Now played in deep. Uh-oh, blown tire there by Austin. Taken away now on the near side. That's Samadrill. Samadrill now will wheel it around along the far half wall. Played back out to center. Taken there by Kuntz. He'll wait to get onside. Muscle a shot from the head of the blue line. Gloved, stopped there by Bushler, and he'll keep play going. All right, back in off the stick of Nickel as he'll trickle it in to the New Mexico zone. Hayden Nickel trying to heat up. He was not in the lineup on Saturday. Back in there on a new line tonight with Mack and Lavassier. Worked back into the New Mexico zone. Hard check along the back there as Haru gives a how do you do. Slam down to the ice there on Harris's back. Now through the middle, that's Hastings. Good stick there by Haru. Now ricocheted back into the Mudbug zone. Zarski, far side. Stolen away there by Ring. Ring now thrown back, high slot, mishandled a bit there by Hutchinson. His shot toward the net gets blocked there by Mack, and it's taken there by Zarski. Zarski will throw it into the New Mexico bench because he felt like it, and we got a break in the action. .236 gone by here in the second, and looks like New Mexico equipment manager, Mr. Pope, a little late to the bench. He'll mosey on down now. Pope's been around the league, and he's one of the best in the business. He's been in Odessa, Topeka, New Mexico. I think I'm just naming off a third of the teams he's been in. Glove down there by Bushler and a shot from center ice by Hutchinson. Now steal up the middle there to Volkema. Bumps right into Gotinski. Boy, they were trying to crisscross, and Gotinski took the brunt of that blow. Glove down there. Sushinsky's going to grab it. Far side, Sushinsky cannot get it past the stick of Hastings, and Hastings hammers a shot from the far circle, and it's smothered up there by Bushler. Yeah, Simo Bushler's got the handlebars. He's got a little bit of a patch underneath it. It's very daunting to look at for one of the most sincerest, most gentlest creatures you'll ever come across off the ice. But he had that in mind for a long time, and he was letting that beard grow out just to design that baby. It was actually Bushler who asked me if I was going to partake in the No Shave November, and facial hair on yours truly just never really could pan out to anything special, and it's just an annoyance for me when I'm sleeping. It's kind of itchy. I'm a little sensitive like that. Now in deep into the New Mexico zone, hard check as Musket gets hit hard and loses the puck. Now along to the left side, thrown off the stick of Metz, taken away there by Musket, and he'll mail it back into the New Mexico zone. Off the near side boards, back out to center. Taken there by Park, far side there to Danziger. And now worked in deep. And we got a break in the action. Looks like the Mudbugs came in off sides. This has been a penalty-free game so far. Face off, chopped at along the near half boards. Danziger through the middle there to Miller. Miller had some good intentions as he comes right in, and now he works it in deep there to Goldie. Goldie now getting help there from Miller along the far corner. Gets a hard check along the boards. Goldie now trying to wrap his man up, and they're fighting along the boards. And now taken away along the left side. The speedy Dulac coming around the corner. Good hard check and steal there by Danziger. He's able to rip it back out to center. Puck now just shackled back in there by Benson. Slowed down there by Bushler. Here comes Mack, gains the blue line. Mack now comes around the far circle. He'll come around now. Turnaround shot. It was off the stick, I believe, of Stokes. Now taken there by Nickel. Nickel now behind the cage. Nickel coming around now. Relayed back up top, left point. Shot there by Sushinsky gets blocked. Oh, I thought Sushinsky held it in. And that New Mexico bench did so now, pushing and shoving as Sushinsky gets messed with. Sushinsky, a big guy, as he got in the face of Dylan Kuntz, a couple of blue liners. Sushinsky, who does not speak very much English, is really just going to have a smile on his face and walk away. Or he could smack talk in his native Russian language, which he's done on occasion. And when I say occasion, I mean occasionally 50 times a day when he's on the phone with family and friends from Babrusk, Belarus. as the shot is whistled wide from the right point on a shot there by Hutchinson. Now played back into the New Mexico zone, turned over there by Gotinski. He works it into the near corner. Gotinski getting help there by Volkema. Volkema now along the near corner. He's got it along the near half wall. He'll spin it around, curl in, now drive the net. Shot toward the net was patted away there by Stokes. Hard shot there as Steele just dumped his man into the boards. That was Harris. Now taken there by Steele. Steele dropped off. Far circle ripper there by Musket. And a glove save made there by Stokes. 14:23 remaining here in the DeFata and Associates LLC second. Still scoreless from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Be sure to get group tickets to future Mudbugs home games. Next home games December 2nd and 3rd for our Coca-Cola Christmas Teddy Bear Toss Daddy-Daughter Date Night. 10 people or more, $10 a ticket. Book your group now at 318-636-7094 or email our Director of Ticket Sales, the always wonderful Miss Kimberly Jacks, Kimberly@mudbugshockey.com. Far corner. Now played back up top. Austin winds up and shot gets deflected and into the ceiling it goes. These ceilings a little lower here in Albuquerque, so it has a tendency to bounce off those ceilings, and of course play will be stopped every time. Oh boy. I see nachos with a plethora of jalapenos on them, and my mouth is watering just seeing it right in front of me. You're right in the crowd here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You can get delicious nachos at Nikki's Mexican Restaurant, proud corporate partner of Mudbugs Hockey. Don't drink the water. Try our margaritas today. Stick around with the Nikki's Mexican Restaurant postgame show. Puck now just knifed in there by Litchard. Now airmailed off the near side boards all the way down. Fleet's going to flag it down. The Colorado native will drop it off there to Austin. Spun around now. Played back out to center. Along the near side, Javier trying to get it in deep. It was blocked off by their Litchard and Burke. Now far side, taken there by Austin, and Austin will just softly love tap it in to the New Mexico zone. Taken there by Emerson. Emerson goes around the far side off the stick of Javier. Taken away, chopped at there by Miller. Now held in there by Morris. Morris throws a shot. It was deflected, and it got the end glass from the point. Now behind the cage, trying to work a little bit of a cycle. Here's Morris, held up a little bit, but staying with it. He's got Hastings along his back. Well, now along that far corner. Back up top, Park powers one toward the net, and he shot it wide. Morris a shot, hit off the stick of Stokes. He made the save. Morris was dragged down. That Mudbugs bench was looking for a call in his penalty-free game. Now ripped around the near side boards all the way down. Should be icing. Oh, no, icing waved off. New Mexico beat it out. Now Metz played back to the right point. Thrown toward the net. Smothered up there by Bushler. On a shot there by Benson. 12:36 remaining here in the middle frame. Still scoreless from Albuquerque, New Mexico. The Mudbugs have been one of the lowest scoring teams in the North American Hockey League, and they have hung in there, have had some few grade A chances. Shot toward the net, tip score. That was a shot from the point by Kuntz. New Mexico 1, Shreveport nothing. Time of the goal, 7:29 of the second. Boy, Bushler lost sight of it. And it's the Ice Wolves 1 and the Mudbugs nothing. Boy, it all started with the face-off win for New Mexico. And I believe it's Kuntz who gets the goal. And for Kuntz, that'll be goal number 2 on the season. Now it's going to be Will Howard who tipped it home from Kuntz. What a season for Willie Howard, who just seems to always, shot through the slot, blocked in front. New Mexico's looking for more. And now, shot toward the net, tipped on its way through. Kuntz was looking for one. Along to the far corner. The goal comes at 7:29 of the second. And now, held in there by Kuntz. That's a good keep-in. Howard's 13th of the season. Now along to the near corner, Sushinsky trying to get it out of the zone. Along to the right side, that's Nickel. Nickel now will fire it in. Along the far corner, Lavassier threw it toward the net. It got blocked. Nickel a drive. It got blocked. Taken away there by Scully. Scully with 11:25 to go in the second. New Mexico 1, Shreveport nothing. Scully flies into the zone. Come far corner, backhand shot. Hit the side of the net along the far side. Now near side to Nickel. Nickel's got it. He'll poke it all the way up into the midair. Right back out to center. Mudbugs got to get onside, and it's just shoveled in there by Austin as they get touched up. 9 minutes gone by in the second. Taken away there by Zarski. Can they hold the zone? They can. Hard check there by Steele as the puck now hits the ceiling for a break in the action. A break in the action. The goal from Willie Howard gives New Mexico the early 1-0 lead. 10:53 to go in the second. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Welcome back into Albuquerque, New Mexico. The Ice Wolves won, the Mudbugs nothing. 10:53 to go in the second. I'm Chet Yoder coming to you live from Albuquerque. So glad you can join us. Volk going to take the draw from center ice. Big hello to the Volcamas. Tuning in tonight from Vancouver, Washington. Glad to have them with us as he wins the draw, and Fleet able to soccer it into the New Mexico zone. Now Steele over to Volkema, shot toward the net. Right pad save made there by Stokes. Now Haru will softly play it into the far corner, now taken away. Off the glove of Harris, and he'll push it in forward there for Leahy. He'll drop it off for Samadril along the far corner now. Pushing and shoving along now, up the middle now. Here comes Musket around the far side. He'll just knife it in down low there for Steele. Steele coming around the near corner. Played around now through the middle. Now along to the right side. Dropped off now. Shot toward the net there by Benson. Gets blocked, and now it rolled on net off a rebound. And Bushler able to stop it. 10:06 gone by here in the second. Mudbugs hockey tonight brought to you by 3 of our newest corporate partners. Windrush Grill, delicious food. Ooh, eat those sliders with extra pickles, the way Kimberly Jacks loves them, with seasoned waffle fries, and you have to get extra smoss. They got this delicious sauce that they put in these sliders, and you can get extra smoss. Let me tell you, it's worth it. It's a little messy, but it is very tasty. Puck now thrown through the middle, looked like a hand pass I believe, on New Mexico. And we will get a face-off along the near New Mexico blue line. Goldie will take the draw. Shots now 15-14 in favor of Bugs hockey. As Goldie won the draw, worked in deep into the New Mexico zone. And now the puck brushed all the way down in the Mudbug zone. To the near side, Morse strikes it up ahead there to Miller.